bronze urn, I'm sorry. With that being said, I'm going to bring up Detective Holly McManus, who about a year ago started this, came to the Common Council of the City of St. Francis with the idea of a canine legacy statue. The statute, again, is for all the countless hours of time that these canines train and what they do to protect the community, the handlers, all the officers, their service. It's just, she'll get more into that as she's a canine handler, but I cannot understate what they do for the police departments and for our communities. And with that said, Detective McManus.
This is incredible. This is beyond more of a turnout than I expected. We received a beautiful day. It's not 90 in July. Can everybody hear me? I generally have a voice that carries, but I'm still using a microphone, so everybody's good. The first thing I have to say is to all of you, to my fellow officers, my canine buddies, is that we did it. And in less than a year, here we are from when this idea kind of started. But before I go anywhere, I do want to take a moment to thank those of you that are here to share the special day with Bane and I and Riggs and Officer Holmes, my chief, who's been a supporter of the canine program since day one, many of the older men and women that are still on the board were those who approved my canine unit back in 2013. I have guys from the PD here. We're kind of short-staffed today, but we got our guys out here, and we were busy before 3 o'clock. They were running. The members of the fire department, thank you for presenting the flag. The mayor, my city officials, the administrators that are here, and for beautifully singing. Thank you. My fiance Jason and my family are here. My kiddos, my friends, my family, my extended family. There are at least 4 states represented here today. Colorado, Maryland, and then a couple other surrounding states. On Facebook Live, which was part of the holdup, is we have people tuning in from Australia. They got up at 6 a.m. this morning to watch this. Belgium, UK, Canada, Mexico, and all over the country. But you guys are here, and I appreciate it. This is what made this monument so special. The men, I can say men because it's always been men until just a couple months ago, but the men that I've worked with in the street on my missions with Bane, and he helped bring us safely home every night. And yesterday I was watching the news and I'm like, please don't be 90 and high humidity. We only have these couple tents. And so we were blessed with a beautiful day. And I know everyone's anxious to see what's under this tarp, but I want to tell you a quick story. In January 2014, after unanimous council approval, I met Bane in Fond du Lac for the first time. He was dopey, he was friendly, believe it or not, but he was stubborn. And over the course of the next 6 years, Bane and I would develop a relationship built on trust and love. He had my 6 on every call, during every shift, and even at home. He was frustrating and difficult to train, but I believe that ended up making me a better handler. 413 days ago, I started a journey with him that would require me to always have his 6. With Bane's terminal diagnosis of degenerative myelopathy and the impending loss, I was overcome with grief. We all handle grief differently, but the emotions are generally the same. Sadness, anger, heartache, despair, peace, relief, and even moments of happiness as we recall memories and enjoy new ones. I knew I was going to need help covering his medical bills, but I also needed something to continue to keep my mind busy while I dealt with his declining condition. I wanted to honor his sacrifice and dedication to my life, my fellow officers in the community, while representing canines on a larger scale. I wanted to honor our future canines that were going to come after Bane. So I thought, how about a statue? We'll make it in bronze. I'll put it on granite, and that'll be pretty neat. And it'll probably cost about $10,000 or $15,000. I could do that. Yeah, right. It was a lot more than that, but I did sit in Chief Hunter's office last June, and I brought up the idea. I think he probably thought I was crazy, but then again, he knew I would do it. He knew if I put my mind to it, we would have a bronze statue in front of this Civic Center. On July 19th of 2022, I presented a plan for the Canine Bane Hero Fund to the Common Council. We figured out some logistics and financial issues, and it was unanimously approved. We determined that since Bane was retired, his Hero Fund, i.e. Jason and I, would donate the statue to the city upon completion. No pressure. I knew the bills had to be paid, I just had to figure out how to pay them. Honestly, I had no idea what it would cost or how to build a statue, but I had amazing guidance along the way. Less than a year later, we are standing before an incredible monument that I'm talking about, and it's giving me goosebumps, that will honor our canines for decades to come. There's enough room on this statue for canines for the next probably 60 to 70 years for this community. It's completely paid for with generous donations from around the world in the form of cash donations, merchandise, labor, trade work, and materials. It did not cost our taxpayers a dime. So